the chemical reaction that wasn't supposed to exist. In 1951, Russian scientist Boris Belousov was mixing chemicals in his lab when something weird happened. The liquid in his beaker started changing colors. Orange to clear, over and over, like some kind of chemical disco. But this one kept doing it like clockwork, creating order from chaos all by itself. When Belousov showed this to other scientists, they told him he was crazy. See, according to the laws of thermodynamics, things are supposed to get more chaotic over time, not more organized. It's like if you dropped a deck of cards and they landed in perfect order. It just doesn't happen. His bosses refused to publish his work for years. They were like, "That's impossible. You must have made a mistake." Belousov got so frustrated, he quit research entirely. Years later, another scientist named Jabotinsky found Belousov's notes and recreated the experiment. Turns out Belousov wasn't crazy. The reaction was real. Today it's called the Belousov-Jabotinsky reaction, and it completely rewrote the rules of chemical reactions. Scientists now use it to study everything from heart rhythms to brain waves. Number 9. The metal that remembers. It's 1959, and this scientist named William Buehler is trying to make missiles better at not melting. He's mixing different metals together, probably daydreaming about lunch, when he creates this weird alloy of nickel and titanium. One day, Buehler takes a strip of this metal to a meeting and starts showing it off. He folds it up like origami, and one of his colleagues, Dr. David Muzzy, decides to heat it up with his pipe lighter. Everyone watches as the crumpled metal suddenly springs back to its original shape like it's possessed. The metal remembers its original shape. Imagine having a pair of glasses made from this stuff. You sit on them, and they get bent all out of shape. Run some hot water over them, and they're good as new. This accidental discovery, which they named nitinol, turned out to be way more useful than just fixing bent glasses. Doctors now use it to save lives. They can squish a tiny tube made of this metal super small, thread it through your blood vessels, and when it warms up to body temperature, it expands back to its original shape. It's like a tiny transformer in your body that keeps your arteries open. They even use it in braces now. The wire slowly remembers its straight shape and pulls your teeth along with it. You're basically wearing a piece of failed missile research in your mouth. Number 8. The plastic that conducts electricity. The copper wire in your phone charger is wrapped in plastic. That's because plastic doesn't conduct electricity. Or at least that's what everyone thought until 1976. You're a lab assistant at the University of Tokyo. It's late, you're tired, and you're working on some boring chemical experiment. Then you make a mistake that's about to change the world. You accidentally add 1,000 times more catalyst than you should have. Most of us would probably try to hide this mistake, but this assistant told his professor, Hideki Shirakawa, and instead of getting mad, Shirakawa got curious. The result was this weird, silvery plastic film that shouldn't exist. It looked like aluminum foil, but it was plastic. And the crazy part is, when they tested it, it conducted electricity. This was like discovering that water could burn or that rocks could float. This mistake led to the creation of conducting polymers, which won the Nobel Prize in 2000. Your TV, your phone, if they have an OLED screen, they exist because some tired lab assistant messed up an experiment. Number 7. The icy touch that stopped a shake. You're a brain surgeon in the 1960s. You're operating on someone with severe tremors, and your hand slips. The super cold surgical tool accidentally touches a part of the brain you weren't supposed to touch. You think you've just made a career-ending mistake, but the patient's tremors stop. This happened to Dr. Irving Cooper during a routine operation. Until that moment, everyone assumed freezing brain tissue would kill it. Turns out, extreme cold can shut down problematic brain areas without destroying them. This accidental discovery led to cryosurgery. Today, doctors use this technique to treat everything from tremors to certain types of cancer. Number 6. The twitching needle that fused two forces. Imagine you're in a classroom in 1820. Professor Hans Christian Ørsted is doing yet another electricity demonstration. He's got some wires, a battery, and a compass on his desk. He wasn't trying to discover anything. When he turned on the electric current, the compass needle started twitching like it was having a seizure. He thought it was just a fluke. Maybe the compass was broken, or maybe he'd had too much coffee. But this little twitch completely rewrote the rulebook on physics. Before this, everyone thought electricity and magnetism were completely different forces. It's like finding out that your two friends who totally don't know each other have actually been dating for months. This discovery proved that electricity and magnetism were connected. It led to electric motors, generators, and pretty much everything that powers our modern world. Next time you're charging your phone, you can thank a bored professor and his twitchy compass. And the best part is when other scientists asked Ørsted why he had a compass on his desk during an electricity demonstration, he couldn't even remember why.